Welcome to the our building. Does it feel like our building?
No.
Are we welcome at this building?
No.
I see our friends over there aren't exactly making us feel very welcome. At least that's not the way I'm feeling today. But let's talk a bit about why we stopped in the public safety building today. So we want to stop here to remember someone who was also in this building, a 19-year-old Wilfred Asham, who died September 2nd, 2007, inside this building in an interview room. There was an autopsy in 2007 that found no obvious cause of death. When his body was released to his family, they said his body had bruising, swelling around his eyes, and his nose was straight, although it had been crooked in the past, so obviously something was up. There are some rooms in this building that have cameras in them. The room that Wilfred was in did not have a camera in it. So the family and friends of Wilfred and their supporters pushed the issue, managed to get an inquest called in 2009. Now, the inquest is mandatory under the Manitoba Fatal Inquiries Act because he died in police custody, but it wasn't until 2 years after his death that the inquest was even called. It's only going to examine the circumstances that led to his death, and it's not planning to result in charges or punitive action being taken against anyone responsible. Now, 3 or 4 years later, pretty much about 4 years later, the inquest was set to get underway this month. 3.5, 4 years later, after he passed away. We want to show our support for his family as they go through this terrible process. They go through the process of dealing with the inquiry, because certainly, you know, the folks in this building here are not going to be as welcoming. They're going to be as welcoming to them at the inquest as they are to us today at this building. So yeah, we stop outside this building just to recognize the countless people that have gone into this building, had things done to them, violence done to them, brutality done to them, all in the name of the Winnipeg Police Service. We know the police use violence in this building. We know they use intimidation. We know they use it to coerce people when they interrogate people. We know they're notorious for using phone books in this building when they beat people, so there won't be bruises left afterwards.
Shame.
We'd also just like to quickly mention there's a police station as well. It's too far away to include in this year's march, Hartford Station. People who have been to that station as well, we've heard their stories, we've heard their first-hand accounts. We know that the same violence that goes on here goes on there. Both of these places are locations in the city where we know brutality happens. We have, you know, many accounts of it happening. And we stand outside this building today in solidarity with people that have experienced police violence, their families, their friends, to demand that every single cop car, every single detention room, every single interview room, anywhere the cops have the opportunity to use their authority to abuse people from this city, that there's a microphone, there's a camera, so when this bullshit happens again, we have some evidence, and we can show. Okay, thank you very much.